Today I am making goat milk soap with pumpkin puree. With the goat milk, I always freeze it. So I make little ice cubes of it, freeze it, and then I take it out and I use it to actually kind of replace, not kind of, but actually replace my water. So if there is like a situation where the ice cubes are too big or I have like not enough, then I'll add in some actual goat milk or a little bit of distilled water to top it off. But in this case, I was able to get it all done with the goat milk. Now, I did have to cut up a piece of goat milk to get the right amount, but listen, you do what you have to do. I love using goat milk in soap because it's really good for people with sensitive skin. It has a pH level that's really similar to human skin, so it makes it very gentle and non-irritating. Of course, like it's extra moisturizing. It has a lot of fatty acids in it that provides for deep moisturization. So I really like using goat milk. I don't use it that often just because it is so temperamental. You know, like when you're soaping with goat milk, you have to definitely keep your temperatures low to avoid scorching or burning that goat milk. So what I'm going to be doing is just adding in some lye. I think I added in twice. Like I finished it off the second time, but I'm going to use the lye to actually melt those goat milk cubes. And I got this on like a sped up version, but let me tell you, it only took about almost like 45 seconds for the lye to completely melt those ice cubes. So that just tells you like how caustic it really is. It really did melt it down. So I just put it up there, sprinkle it on ice cubes, and I just kind of stir it. And like I said, I stirred it for about 45 minutes until it melted down. Sorry, I meant 45 seconds, definitely not 45 minutes. And I put it in an ice bath. So this is just my crock pot container, but you can use any bowl, anything that's big enough to fit the goat milk in there and just let it stay cool. So this is how it looked as it was sitting in there. Now I did not make this soap the same day. So I left it sitting, like I left the goat milk sitting there for about an hour and it got really chunky. And as you can see, it turned orange. Doesn't mean it can't be used. That's just the normal reaction because there's lye in it. It's been sitting in it. So it changes the color of the goat milk. It does not affect the soap bar at all, like not color wise. And so I also decided to use pumpkin puree. Also, I did put the goat milk soap or the lye solution with the goat milk in the fridge after about an hour of it sitting out because I realized I wasn't going to be able to make the soap the same day. I add the pumpkin puree in there at 1 tablespoon per pound, and I make sure that the puree I get is just puree and water, nothing extra. And then I use the strainer to pour the lye solution in. And I always use a strainer just to make sure I avoid any undissolved lye bits. But I definitely have to make sure when using milk because it gets a little clumped up. Like I said, I did leave this out for at least an hour the day before. And then I had it in the fridge. So it's milk. Some of the fats in it start to solidify a little bit again because it's no longer warm. So it clumped up in there. And so I just use a spatula to get the rest of it out. This didn't take that much time. I know it may look a little bit long on the video, but it really was just a matter of under a minute. Like I didn't time it, but it really didn't take that long to get it done. And this is how the oils looked after I added everything in and I started. And this was obviously before stick blending. So I stick blend until I reach trace. And I'm going to try to show you guys the trace here. I don't know if you can really see it, but no, you can't really see it. But it was there, I'm telling you. So there was little trails of soap on the top. Oh, I guess you can see it a little bit there. So I did reach trace. So now it is time to pour. But before, I got to add my fragrance to it. So this fragrance is called Wild Cranberry Aspen from Brambleberry. It's a little slightly masculine, but still feminine. Like I feel like it could go for anybody. And it smells really nice. So it's got like a little bit of a musk with a little bit of fruit. I mean, that's the best way that I can describe it. So I went ahead and put that in there. And since I had extra left over, I made little pumpkins with it because I am going to be introducing little smaller soap bars for kids. And pumpkins is going to be one of those good in the season. I did sprinkle cinnamon on top of it. Sorry, the view is not that great. But I did sprinkle the entire thing with cinnamon. I sprayed it with isopropyl alcohol 3 times. So after one, so I sprayed it immediately. Then I sprayed it another hour later. Then an hour after that. And I did that because I really wanted to avoid soda ash. So you'll see those little white stearic acid spots on the soap. And that's simply because of the fats in the milk. It doesn't always happen, but given the fact that I had that clumpy lye solution because, again, I let it sit and I put it in the fridge, it gave the milk opportunity to really separate the fat. So that's what you see there. It's not harmful at all. This doesn't change the functionality of the soap. Just now it has like these stearic acid spots. I think it gives it definition and character. What do you think? So I'll speed the rest of this up for you because I wanted to do a lather test. I really wanted to see how it was immediately after cutting it. So I made a little ball and look at this, y'all. Look at this nice lather. And this soap bar, only has been made like 24 hours prior, not even a full 24 hours because I cut it about 5 or 6 hours before 24 hours. And look at that lather on it.